There we go. All right. I thought my technology was playing with me. Welcome, and as always, 3 times. Welcome to the Literally Anything podcast for the people. We are here. Your boy KP, my guy Action Swanson. That's what we going with today, good brother.
Yeah,
I like Action Swanson. For those who don't know, you're tuning into the 1 year anniversary show, man. A year ago tomorrow actually is official, so it's like the 364th day. Yeah, but
364th and a quarter day.
Yeah, me. Like so we here just happy to be here after a year, man. Like real rap. This was a pandemic idea that turned into something dope that we enjoy doing and have a lot of fun with. And we've been nothing but ecstatic to take this weird ass little ride because it gets weird around here some days. Mostly because of my guy Swanson over there. But not just because of him exclusively, but it gets weird over here and we have a lot of fun. We do some serious shit. We do some good shit too. I drink a lot while I'm here. I should probably stop doing that, but I won't anyway. But happy anniversary to us. Literally Anything podcast for people. 1 year anniversary. My guy Left will be here. We told y'all a couple weeks ago that Left got a schedule change at work.
That's what did.
Yeah. Excuse me. We'll get into the politics of how Left played that another day. But I'm definitely Left is going to make it on here. He won't be able to chill with us for the whole time, but he will definitely be popping in. I have some other guests invited. We may or may not hear from them. So we'll just play it by ear. But the very first thing I want to touch on real quick is just the thing I hear a lot about is the drops, like the sound drops and the little the shit we do in the background. I get a lot of good feedback on that. So with it being our 1 year anniversary episode, I want to just play the drop that seems to be getting the most reaction, which is very funny because it's literally the newest one. Fuck that! Everybody loves the Dr. Umar for Good drop. Like I've gotten a lot of good feedback about that.
Pump the Genesis to get your bear on. Shit quite necessary. Post it up on the corner making cherry. In the month of January. Me and one leg Willie hanging around in a wheelbarrow. Don't tell them that I told them.
Hell man, red. Yeah, that.
Bonk. Told you niggas scared. Red.
Yeah. Yeah, man. YouTube is amazing, man. All that stuff is readily available, public property on YouTube for you to just download and use in funny moments. And you should take advantage of that. Another one we
about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job.
The dropping that joint is hard as shit.
2 things. 1, that's exactly what my job just told me.
Oh shit! Get this dance.
Yep. That's exactly what they just told me. The other thing is Sway the Mix, the remix guy definitely dropped the ball on that one. Because how did that not get to Project Pat's inbox? Project Pat would have floated all over that jar.
Man, that beat was hard as hell, bro. Like that joint was crazy. So all right. Just so a brief history, because when you have anniversaries and things, it's a time to look back and just and take a little bit of time to see how you piece shit together. So originally, right now, hold up, because I gotta kind of really show you where I'm at with this, what I'm about to get into. Hold up. So originally, first show, it's like, all right, cool. We're gonna go ahead and do a podcast, whatever. I didn't really have knowledge of anything. I was researching for weeks, but I didn't have any like actual knowledge of what the hell I should have been doing at the time. Like, man, that shit was wild. Like, we really was just kind of punching as we went. I found out about this thing called StreamYard where you can stream to multiple places. It was a paid subscription, and it was one of them things where, you had to, it was an investment. And I wasn't sure exactly what we was doing with it, so I wasn't quite ready to invest. So in week 1, like, I took the free version of it and did it like that. So we only was on Facebook week 1. We wasn't on YouTube. We wasn't on none of that other shit. I was able to download and get all that onto on the Spotify, Apple, and all those things. But like, it was really bare bones, bro. Like, we was just on here. I was in a weird ass, like, I tell you all the time, this is literally my porch on my crib, but I was in a weird ass corner on a dumbass chair. Like, I was so mad at myself for like them first 3 episodes. I was over there. Like, every time I go back and look at the foot, like, it's something in every episode. You're like, God damn, bro. Like, I hope y'all only listen to this one and y'all ain't watch it. Cause like, it's cool on the audio. It's no problem with that. But like, you look at the background. But literally, man, I didn't give a fuck. I had something that I wanted to get out, man. I had a vision with it, man, and I needed to move on that in due time. I couldn't like bullshit around with it. So that was what that was. I'm gonna just give y'all a quick little, just real fast. Yeah, like, I like being the level-headed one. Look at that view. It has its advantages. It also has its disadvantages. Look at this. But I like.
Why do I look like the black character on a snowboarding video game? I hate this so much.
Yo, I hate everything about this, bro.
I don't have a problem with
look,
that.
First, look, the StreamYard watermark. I didn't do none of it. Like, I wasn't even aware of how to do it. I hadn't messed with the app and not like, bro. The only thing about this first episode that's dope is that it was our first episode. And the content was good. This visual, oh man, I want to take this shit down after I look at it right now. Like, like that shit was crazy. Like,
that's like you. Like, we was watching. Me and P was watching Boys in the Hood. She never seen Boys in the Hood before, and then just like seeing even seeing that they cut off 2/3 of my TV screen. Because that shit was shot in 4:3 and not the full.
Yeah, it's different, man. Like but that's what I'm saying. Like, and that was just a year. Like, and all that took was for me to mess around in the app and find the right angle. I didn't care. We was on. We was streaming. Niggas was commenting. We was interacting. We was having fun. I didn't give a fuck about none of that other shit. And I still don't to this day. But I do have certain standards that I have. I feel like I said, we progressed and we did some things. But the one thing, like I said, about that episode was that we got started. And I was looking through, Facebook give you memories. I was looking through the memories earlier and yesterday, and it was like, I said that everything's not perfect, things aren't right, but if I don't get started, I won't get started. That's not a quote, but that's essentially what I said in the post.
Right.
And then, we was on here a couple weeks later, and I thank y'all here all the time. You and my brother left, but like, thank y'all for like doing this shit with me. Y'all could have easily been like, man, fuck out of here, bro. I got shit to do. And I know y'all did, but y'all still definitely made it happen. I saw something on a post earlier that was extra funny, and it said, brothers, stop doing podcasts. We need more electricians. So normally I'll let you go. Wait. Normally I'll let you start with your hot take, right? I don't never go hot take first, right? But right here, no, let me get on you, bitch. Hold up. Let's just be real. First off, you clearly don't live in the right city. Because all the brothers that go to jail and come home, 6.5 out of 10 of them niggas end up being electricians. You hanging with the wrong motherfuckers. There's plenty of electricians, bitch. They just don't like your ass. Secondly, why the fuck is it a problem for brothers to come together and share like-minded ideas, have a little fun, and talk a little shit? It's literally what we would do if we were sitting there drinking, but we just putting it on camera or on audio or whatever the case is. Why is the thing in social media to always be on some like just super weird shaming type shit? Like, I hate y'all so fucking much, man. And then that shit be going viral. I saw that post because the Shade Room reposted it. Not because I seen it in someone like the Shade Room. Like, really? We need more electricians? Like, that's the hill you dying on? Don't talk about shit. We don't even care what the content of your podcast is. Fuck that podcast. Go play with wires. Bitch, sit down. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, man, I hate social media. It's not really a hot take because I say it every week, but goddamn, I fucking hate it, man. I hate it. Except for our page, we got a group. Yeah, go like that motherfucker. Join it. I'll let you in. I gotta make you an admin in there, John, too, bro. Yeah, but like y'all do a lot. Y'all do a lot over very small shit. Y'all gotta relax some. Like, it's just not that deep. It ain't that deep. What's your hot take for the week, bro? You've been chilling lately.
Yeah, I've been in the cut. I don't know. I don't really have one. I feel like I've chosen to like take control over shit that I typically wouldn't, or that I would allow people to possess a level of control with.
Okay.
So
that sounds like growth to me.
Yeah. I don't know. My other hot take is I said it when we was at the spot on Friday. I rap better than like everybody. Like, I just do. Like, I was talking to my little cousin. My little cousin just came home from a bid like about a year ago. He hit me and was like, yeah, I see you moving with this music shit. Like, this is something that I've been trying to do low key. Like, it's something better than the life I was living. Like, I'm glad you turned your shit around. Da-da-da. So I'm like, oh yeah, send me some shit. So he sent me some shit and it got some promise to it. It's not like the most polished or nothing, but it's like, all right, you listen to what's going on. And you aren't necessarily trying to emulate that. You just you're doing what you like right now. And right. But I had to tell him, I was like, yeah, I'll get on the song with you. I'll help you, make a beat for you, whatever. But like, don't get mad when I leave you on your shit, because like I do that to everybody. Like, I'm sorry. And he took that shit and was like, I mean, like, if that's what it takes for me to get there, then I'm like, that's what you're supposed to say.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what he's supposed to say. But at the same time, damn, my nigga, that's how you feel.
I don't know. I was just cracking up because I was like, damn, niggas be paying me to beat them up on their songs.
That's wild.
I'm a fucking nobody. But I mean, it is what it is. That's all. That's just how I'm feeling.
That's how you feeling?
Yeah. I've also come to the conclusion that I am the rich friend. Yeah.
You've come to the conclusion?
Mm-hmm.
You said that shit like it's some sort of grand epiphany. Like, niggas ain't been telling you that forever. Like, nigga, that's literally what we say to you every single week. Like I know I say it to you in real life, in here. Like you've been the rich friend. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know.
You have a doorman. How many of your friends have doormen?
Not many, if at all.
Yeah, see, like dead air, nigga. Yes, like you are that's you, bro. That's you. It's okay. Your affluence hasn't changed you. You still hood as a motherfucker in name and in action. No worries. We don't think you sold out, but you rich, nigga.
If I gotta do somebody, I'm a plead the affluenza.
That you rocking with it?
Yep. I didn't know that I could end up here. I've never been held accountable for my actions.
For my actions, yo.
I got done up at one job, and then the other job was like, "Hey, yo, yeah, slide over here." I ain't know. There's no consequences for my actions.
That's how it goes for some people. It must be nice. I'm fucking with you. All right, so I have a few moments, and I've put these moments in other places. So let me tell you how I usually get ready for this shit. And y'all probably have noticed in some of these screenshots and recordings and all the things that I show up on here, sometimes the text message will pop up because I'm just recording that shit directly off my phone. And that's what I do with every clip y'all ever seen. Like any piece of something that you've seen is because I just took my editor and recorded the screen, busted down with a chop and a screw, and threw it up on whatever it was. That's just how it was because it works well that way. So where a lot of our dope best of stuff is like on Instagram and on TikTok. So
Right.
of course, I was about to go and redub and do all these other weird working harder and not smarter things instead of just with my stupid ass going into the socials and taking the shit right from there.
Right.
So what I have here is a whole ass lineup, if I'm being honest, of just all the socials on all my tabs. I would show you the screen, but I ain't doing that. It's just, yeah, that's where we at. We all over the place with that. But I have some of my favorites, and I'll tell you that some of our stuff has been like censored by TikTok. It's weird to me. That's extra strange to me. Like, I don't think we doing or saying nothing too crazy that we need to be censored, but TikTok has felt the need to mute some of our videos. It is what it is. Those videos still live on both Instagram and the Facebook page, so no worries. They're available. One of the funniest moments of this show, like honest to God, was this story, and it's my man Hood. He always gives us good stories. It's how we came up with a flow where we always had story time, because my man really he's lived a full life for such a young man. It's actually kind of fucking dope. You said what you do? you don't know what you did?
Nope.
Oh man, hold up. Well, give me a second and I'll oh, is it not here? Oh, see, now that's awful. But I got another one, and while I find that one, that's another good one. Hold up. Here we go. So you remember that conversation we had about Twitter, bro? Where we was talking about how Twitter is an absolute, complete, total wasteland.
Yes. It's a Mad Max shit.
Oh man, yeah. Chrome tab.
Twitter.
And Twitter after dark still be kicking.
Listen, man.
Twitter after dark happens at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yo, you ever be at work?
That shit is kind of 24 hours if we be at
Yo, you ever be at work scrolling down the
7-11.
timeline?
The shit ain't close. What you say?
Mhm.
You ever be at work scrolling down the timeline? You got third graders running in your office, and there's nothing but squirting and burping all.
That's a true
I
story.
had to clean my
Yo.
Twitter posts up because
That's a fact.
because Twitter, and for those of y'all who not like super Twitter savvy, if you follow somebody and they retweet something, that shit comes up on your timeline. Whether you want it to be there or not, it's in your feed. So I got a lot of horny ass friends, and Twitter is a porn paradise. Like if you like explicit sexual content, Twitter don't have no rules. Like
at all.
You can say
You
all
can find somebody
kinds of
doodling on somebody.
I love that. That's where the clip ends. That is amazing. That the clip ends.
Yo,
right
but you
on
know
you
that
saying you
know
can
where
find
that
somebody
came from?
doodling on somebody.
When,
That's amazing.
when I used to work at the last spot, you remember my office was right next to 2 first grade classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And on each side, the only thing separating was just a wall, and there was a vent at the top of both sides. So I could hear what was going on in both classrooms at all time. So I was in there eating my lunch, and a young boy ran in and just turned around mad quick. Like literally just turned around mad quick and went back in his classroom. And I hear from the vent, Mr. Hood in there listening to Tatiana. But I just opened Facebook, and the first video that just popped up was Tatiana. Yeah, I don't even remember what the video was. It just had the song in it.
Oh, I got another good one for y'all because I tell the future whether y'all know it or not. I got this. I'm a clairvoyant. I'll be knowing shit.
Goddamn Simpson so bad.
I'll be knowing shit, and sometimes, I'll be ahead of my time with this shit. Hold up, I got y'all.
Oh, moving forward, we're talking about for being for the people.
Right.
You get your stimulator check.
Oh man, listen, Stimmy Turner had to hit it with the burn. Stimmy Turner. Listen, man. First off, I want everybody to relax. And this is from a person, I'm doing this from my porch. I'm not in no way, shape, or form living this crazy, magnificent life. But if y'all don't relax over $1,400, if y'all don't sit down over $1,400, I get it. And I'm not talking to the people. No, I'm serious, man. I'm not talking to the people who really actually, when that money comes, they running to go do something. I'm talking about the jokers out here acting like. I like to have fun, and I have fun with it. I put a couple posts up, having a little fun, poking fun at it. But some of these people you seeing with this are not joking. What they doing is they acting like they joking. No, you see what ha. It's this is what's happening. I really.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. My $1,400 made me a lot of money.
Yo,
my $1,400 has come back.
But this is what I'm saying. But you not these niggas that I was talking about. And just like I predicted, the little that ass 1,400 is gone. Ain't nobody do nothing with it. Ain't nobody that shit is a wrap. I just relax, y'all. All right, man.
I bought my MPC with my $1,400.
Right.
I bought some shit.
And that's what I'm saying. That's because you know better, man. You have an idea how to handle shit and do shit. Some of these other motherfuckers that was on this type time is different. All right. So the clip that I originally wanted to share, I have found, and
I just on wild. I already know.
No, you ain't. It wasn't wild. It was just a good ass story, at least in my opinion. That's just how I felt about it. It's definitely one of my favorites. Some more here, and you'll remember as soon as we go into
it. He pressed me. I didn't hit first. He swung, dipped it. Mind y'all, I was a whole wrestler in high school. My shit. Fucking this dude up. All I heard was, and I knew it was a white boy because the nigga said, "Hey, tough guy." I look up and all I see is skateboard trucks. Boom!
Hey, tough guy.
Hey, tough guy. That's all she wrote. So I got a little. Y'all probably can't even see. I got a little Harry Potter scar in my shit. Hit me right. Boom. So then they whooping my ass, right? I'm never one nigga. I don't give a fuck that nigga Thomas. He know exactly who he is. So the nigga I'm with, Thomas, talking about after I come to and I'm like my face, because your face bleed crazy. So my face all bloody. I hop back up and I'm like, yo, how come you don't got no dirt on your shins, my nigga? You not beat up too? And he was, hey, D Hood, don't worry, you hit one of them. Yo. I'm still.
Yo, when I tell you, you hit one of them that's one of the wildest punchlines to a story ever, bro. You hit one of them, bro. Did you hit any of them niggas? You just let me get.
Niggas was dogging me out, bro. It was like two Mexicans, a white boy, and a black kid with starched jean shorts and some DC slip-ons.
Oh shit! He was just there. He was just there. Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Ever since Thomas did that, I don't rock with Dominican people ever since.
No, like I said, we still owe Thomas an ass whooping. We pull up on Thomas as a squad. We fucking Thomas up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You gonna catch these hands, Tomas. That's probably how he say his shit too. Hold up, I got another good one for you because I get a lot of flack for this one still. Like people, and thank you y'all, because people tell you they watch your show in very strange ways. Like they won't just outright say, like, I caught the episode last night, whatever. What they'll do is they'll walk up to you and start a conversation based on something that they saw you have a conversation about on the show.
Yo, when he said,
that's great.
The best one is be like, hey yo, you seen Thomas lately, nigga? You watch, clearly you watch. You know I haven't seen him.
You know if we seen Thomas, we fucking Thomas up. Hold up, this one right here, I get a lot of flack for.
My actual pedological fucking why I hate the idea of Chi-Chi's.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Soul food already was the scraps, my nigga, and now we've devolved under that. It makes me so hold on, bro. Maybe I'm white. I might just be white. I don't know.
So here's the thing, right? I get this completely. I have gone on rants about this several times. I am weird about the shit I will and will not eat for certain reasons. I don't believe in eating slave food. Don't serve me sweet tea. I don't want that shit. Mm-hmm. Don't serve me grits. I don't want them shits. Mm-hmm. I'm not a chitterling eater. And I don't have a problem with mind on that. But I'm not eating no motherfucking chitlins.
I eat ass, but I ain't eat no chitlins.
You said this on the air in front of I'll suck a butt.
I eat a bitch ass. I ain't eating a pig ass. Hey, that's on my son.
Oh, man. Holy shit, I was unprepared.
Holy shit, you right.
It's just certain shit I'm not. I don't eat slave food. I don't eat any slave food. That's what I call it. If they served it to you, then I don't eat it now. I'm okay. It's just it might be a few exceptions in there, but I don't want no field food. Like, no, bro. Like,
no trotters.
Is we gonna like sing spirituals and chant after this meal here? Like, no, thank you, bro. And the niggas be trying to make grits luxurious. Like, everybody look at me crazy when I tell them I don't eat grits. I'm like, what the fuck about that is good? It's water and corn, bro. You added some pepper to it, and you try to tell me this shit tasty. Grits are awful. Put them 3
scrimps on top.
Butter designs and shit. Laying, I'm cool. More power to you. But don't look at me crazy because I don't want no slave food. I'm cool on the Harriet stew. I don't need it. I don't want it at all. I'm okay. Like, that shit is awful.
Harriet stew.
I don't give a fuck with that.
Hey, speaking of
I'm not
Harriet
changing my mind about that.
I was watching a montage. I always like these montages where it'll be like Theo Von makes Joe Rogan laugh for 45 minutes. And it's just like a 45-minute video, a different clips of Theo Von just saying wild shit that just makes Joe Rogan laugh.
Wild out. Right.
So Joe Rogan, like anybody that know of that circuit of podcasting, Theo Von is probably the fastest, most sharp person alive, like on earth, like of all people. And what's his name? Joe Rogan just real quick was like, Colin Kaepernick. And Theo Von was like, I call him Throsa Parks. Throsa Parks
is fire though.
Throsa Parks is crazy.
That's hard, bro. Like, real shit. Like, that's crazy. I like that a lot. Like, I'm mad how much I like that.
Throsa Parks is wild.
Yeah, no, that's fire. So we went through like some different stages of Like we went through some stages where Hood was late, and then we went through some stages where Left was late or wasn't able to make it. we had some different places, man. We also had some guest hosts throughout the some guest appearances throughout the first season. We've been doing like more classic and traditional guest situations in season 2. It's been a lot more of that, but it was just more like, you know, family filling in. And we had some folks over at the weekend meetup, the podcast that I'm not even gonna lie to you. I guess when Shy's supposed to be popping in, when Shy gets here, we'll ask her if the weekend meetup is still a thing. I might be putting her on the spot with that. I don't want to do that, but I'm okay with it.
You ever see? Never mind.
Let's not go there, bro. Let's keep it nice on the anniversary, bro. But anyway,
you already know what movie I'm about to say.
That's why I said let's just keep it nice. Only because we don't know what the status of that situation is, and we don't want to say nothing that'll be like, oh damn, it's definitely no good anymore. But here's one.
For a lot of Black women, they feel like, oh, if you get married, then you've arrived. Yeah. No, I know plenty of people who are married, unhappy. Boys out here creeping, doing his thing. I don't want that. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, there's so many people I know living like that. I don't want that.
All right, so
yo, you threw that joint in there so quick, bro. That with another nigga was slick as hell, like to the point where shout out to Sky Camp. I don't know if we didn't have good sound on that niggas would have caught that. Shout out to Sky Camp on the audio on that. With another nigga. Oh man. Every time I hear that clip, that shit makes me laugh, man. Like
the funniest part, none of this shit is that funny to me because I really live with myself. Like these thoughts don't surprise me.
Why should they? They're yours, my guy. So for those who don't know, that episode, this video that I have is pretty much the only footage that exists of this. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into the details of that, but
me either,
I do
like
have
your wife's fish.
Yeah, no, don't get banned, my nigga. Yes, indeed. But I definitely. This episode is a Spotify and Apple. It's an audio only episode. You do not have any video of that episode. It is available on all of our streaming platforms for the podcast, all audio streaming platforms, I should say. You should make sure you go check that episode out. I really, honestly, I think prior to the episode that we had a couple weeks ago where Erica and Moore and Grace joined us, that was probably our most adult episode as far as like just grown up, strictly not like us being the way we are, like, because low key we're all elementary school children when we want to be. So like that was very that was dope. And like I said, that's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a bunch of other places you get your podcast from. Please go check it out. It is a separate, it's not a number episode, it's the weekend meetup special episode. Something else from that episode that was funny.
I'm terrible around the house, like as far as like fixing shit. But like when me and my wife was like, you know, really started like taking care of our house and doing stuff, I had to learn because she has this thing. She's a great motivator. She know how to piss me off. What I don't like is for other motherfuckers that have to come into my space and handle my shit. Right. So she'll ask me to do something and I might procrastinate with it. She'll be like, well, do I need to call somebody? You better not call nobody. It's gonna fuck out.
Like, and that's on me. I wish the fuck somebody would show up here thinking they're gonna be handy. Fuck out of here. I got this. I will fuck it up 18 times before I'll call a motherfucker. It won't be you.
Well, y'all seen my my little nephew on here, the one I be slapping and stuff all the time. So young boy is wild. Like he speaks to his parents. Like him or the older one don't have cell phones. But when they're in the house, like let's say my sister run to the store real quick, like she might be out for maybe an hour. they can always speak to, you know, their parents using the Echo Dot. Like they'd be like, you know, Alexa, call mom, like shit like that. Right. So my man Chief, the one that's on Don't Fuck Around, right. Chief by trade, he does HVAC. Okay. So my sister shit was fucked up. He went over to crib to go fix their shit per my request. Mm-hmm. So Mir walked downstairs. Now, mind you, Chief and my sister Shantae, they've known each other since kindergarten. They were in each other's kindergarten class. Chief just happens to be my friend. So like they've known each other since they was 5. So Shantae is downstairs, is like talking to Chief as he's fixing the shit, whatever. So Amir walks in the living room and just stopped, like looks at my sister and looks at Chief, like Chief laying on his back fixing whatever. And he turned around and go in the kitchen. And my sister said all she heard was, "Alexa, call Dad." And then he was like, "What's going on, Mir? You know, it's a boy in the house."
Yo, you gotta love kids,
bro.
They wild. Like he said, "No, fuck that. I know the rules. You ain't supposed to be here. Only boys come in here, come for daddy." Why? Yeah.
Oh, he was like, "You know, it's a boy in the house."
That's hard. Like, that's wild. But no, yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. And mind you, I'm not great at fixing shit. Like, I don't want anybody to take this and be like, oh, he's like, KP's a handyman. No, he's not. He's fucking terrible at it. I'll be in there cussing, breaking shit, fucking shit up. But before another motherfucker come in here, I'm going to try first. Now, I've grown to the point where I admit when I can't do something. That's growth. Like, now, but before, like, I would just cap till I was dead, and she would just be looking at me like, "Bro, you're not gonna do it. You don't want to do it. Let another motherfucker do it." And I just be like, "All right, man," but I'm gonna call him. Like that's like how you doing that real extra petty for no reason shit. For shit I don't have no desire to get done on some absolute real shit. So no, I've grown. I've definitely grown. Look and look at her in the comments talking shit. Look at God. This guy don't got nothing to do with that. That's the world working for you. Look at God. That's funny. Another moment that I get a lot of flack for, and I still don't give a fuck. I maintain what I said because I said what the fuck I said. Like, it's just that simple. I ain't scared of nobody. This is my opinion. This is how I feel. And while everyone is entitled to their opinion, y'all can't keep shaming me for mine. Oh, you know what? I forgot. This is one of the videos that they muted because I was talking too much shit. So I'm gonna get that off of another source. I'm still gonna play it. I got it. Don't get it fucked up. I still got it. I just got to get it off of something different. That's all. Yeah, here it go right here. I got you. I can get it off of this. See, and this is why I set this shit up the way I did, because imagine me doing 9 million screen recordings all fucking night with like I don't got a job and shit, like because that's kind of what it was. Here we go.
Yeah, she was on Power.
I don't watch Power. So
okay.
Like I checked out of Power after season 1. He was fucking the Fed and he's the kingpin. Eat a dick. I'm not watching this. Y'all retarded. Like, I'm not watching this. Fuck out my face. No.
Eat a dick.
Real shit.
Eat a dick.
Like, I'm not watching this shit. Like, how are y'all convincing me that this is thorough? Like, the nigga who run everything is fucking the Fed? Shut up, man. I'm not watching this shit, man. Y'all watch.
And I meant that shit from the bottom of my heart. The premise of it threw me off. Like, it just, once it started there, I couldn't fuck with it no more, man. Like, I was done. I was done, yo. Like, and I know that it evolved into something and they done got spinoffs, and more power to 50. My one little nut ass view ain't hurting his pockets a little bit. And I understand that. I'm not saying that shit to be influential in any sort of way. I'm just telling you that when within 2 episodes you tell me that the nigga who run New York City is in love with a federal agent, sit down, man. That shit's a wrap. Not watching it no more. Like, and maybe eat a dick was harsh, but it's how I felt in that moment, and I meant that shit from the bottom of my heart. I'm cool off that.
Have you watched it? Have you watched the new ones?
I have not watched. Now my wife watches all that shit, so I know the storyline. I know what's going on, but I have not sat down myself to watch anything. But from what I understand, the Force John is the best one.
She tell you
people are telling me that was fire.
This nigga Tariq can literally get from Connecticut to goddamn Lower Manhattan in an hour and a half with no car, no bus, no train, no nothing, just Uber Feets everywhere, and he get there.
Uber Feets. Yo, I've seen people post about that, like on socials and shit.
It just be him, his souls in a backpack at all times.
Damn, yo, that is very funny, and I don't even understand how he makes that shit happen like that. Like, you got to start thinking about that kind of shit when you writing those things, man. Like, you gotta, you absolutely can't discredit that shit. No, but I know the BMF John was fire. Sure. That Jones. So like I said, I'm not a TV dude though. Like, I'll be watching shit and then fall off of it. Like Snowfall was my shit first couple seasons. I've not started this season yet, and I'm going to, but like, I don't know, all that shit be having a shelf life for me. My ADD just doesn't support me watching more than 3 or 4 seasons of anything, unless it's like hyper violent, like Game of Thrones or Wire. And The Wire wasn't about the hyper violence. I just felt like that was a very well written show. Like, I felt like through every season, I felt like I could reach back into something and connect it. It's just my favorite show. And maybe that's my problem. I go Wire against everything when I watch something. So at some point, it's always going to lose me. That's really not fair to these other shows, if we're being honest.
Nah, it's some people that's putting Snowfall over the Wire at this point.
Goofy as shit.
I'm not mad at it.
That's how I feel about those people.
I'm not mad at it only because the Snowfall has been pretty consistent. Like, there hasn't been, like, now I just started season 4. I took a break for a while, but I just started season 4 today, and there's just been consistently nothing. Like, the peak of The Wire is supremely looking down at the peak of Snowfall, but its valleys definitely sink lower than the valleys of Snowfall.
Now, Miss Erica Butts, the doc season. Now, here's the thing, right?
So season 2 of Snowfall is better than season 2 of the Wire.
If we're talking about being action packed,
no,
I'm talking about season. No, I'm talking about in comparison. I'm just giving my synopsis on the doc season. It's whatever you like, whatever you put on your sandwich that you absolutely have to have on every single sandwich, that just binds it, and you may take it for granted when you have it all the time, but the one time you have a sandwich without it, you like, nope, that sandwich was not right. The season 2 doc season of The Wire is whatever that ingredient is for you. It really puts everything together story-wise. No, it's not super exciting. Yes, it has some dull moments, but as far as holes in the full 5-season story, season 2 got everything in it. Season 2 has everything in it. I get why people don't like it, but if you really appreciate the full 5 seasons, season 2 has everything in it. I wasn't a huge fan of the newspaper angle, but I loved Gus. I like the character that they created from the newspaper.
The old head that was kind of like the editor type.
Yeah. I liked him. I like his character, and I like the way he played that character.
As much as I liked him, I really dislike that old lying ass boy. Like, why are you lying all the time, my man? Like, like, you can clearly, people like your writing, people like your stories.
It wasn't.
So why is that not good? Yeah, like you just lying about everything.
Yeah. We could do. I think we should do a Wire episode. I really think we should do I would do that. I don't know if you want to come on for that shit, but I would do that shit. I'll do it by my goddamn self. I don't really care. Like, I'm that petty about the whole shit, but that definitely could be done. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, in so many cases, man, I've been a clairvoyant I tried to tell y'all shit.
Sometimes, right? You remember the era you was in and how you liked something and what made you, made you draw to it. But then when you look back, you be like, bro, I am here to tell you. Let me look at this motherfucking camera. I'm here to tell all y'all, me, KP, Fred Hampton, the podcast, on Literally Anything podcast, that Dipset shit didn't age well. Listen to it now. That shit's trash. I don't care. And I don't care if we lose all, because I know I got some homies on here that was heavy Dipset, bro. Yo, that shit aged horribly. That shit aged bad, bro.
Hang your Pink Boost mobile phone up, bro.
Like, that shit aged bad. Like, I don't care what none of y'all say. That shit aged bad. Like, you go back and listen to it now, that shit sounds stupid. Like, a lot of it. And I'm not saying all of it. Now, there's still some tracks that stand up, and it's some classic joints. But if you just look over the whole, like what the buzz was versus the quality of the work, when you go look back at it, man, that shit was goofy. Oh,
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure in that episode I said that the Lox were going to win because too many of Dipset's hits were Cam and this person, or Jewel's by himself, or Jewel's and this person. They didn't have many classic songs as Dipset, like with the moniker Dipset. When 106 & Park put the music video on, the song said Cameron featuring or Jewel's featuring, Jim Jones featuring. Not many of the songs were Dipset or or Diplomats. The Lox and D Block both got a lot of classics.
See, all right, do me a favor. Google the date that the verses happened. Just because I like to be right about shit. Just tell me what the date of the verses was, real quick. And I'll give you just some insight as to how far ahead I was with that shit, bro.
It's looking like early August.
Early
August. Yeah, like August 4th. I'm seeing August 4th a lot. But these are when all the articles are coming out. So maybe like the third or the fourth.
For shits and giggles, let's just say it was August 1st, right? That episode with that commentary and opinion of mine aired 51 weeks ago. That was episode number 2, bro. And I said that shit. Oh, wow. And that shit happened months after that.
I thought that was even the announcement happened months after that. I thought
this is what I'm saying.
I thought that was the episode when we were talking about the Lox versus Dipset.
No, bro, that was episode number 2 before they even got that deep into the verse. It was so many verses that happened before that. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a motherfucking minute. Yeah, bro. What it do?
Man, you know how this shit go, man. You show up to work, you do the job, you go home.
Live from the chicken shack, my man left in the coop. What up, bro?
Shit. I mean, I'm hearing y'all talking, y'all holding it down, while the all-star candidate is out.
Hold it down, smack voice. Hold it down.
Yeah, man.
Yo, shit. No, go ahead.
Like I'm sitting up here laughing because like I just got in here and I'm about to have to go right back out. Like it's goofy out here. But
how do you take breaks?
Because when you get to one end of the line, all right, you got a certain amount of time before you go back out.
Right. My man live from the coop. Getting at a buck or two.
A little bit of scratch.
Yeah, hey, man. You definitely you look like you at work and shit. Like, why do they make y'all wear the husky ass like overalls and shit?
He looked like he worked with Eminem in New Detroit Stamping.
Oh, New Detroit Stamping and shit.
Look at your goddamn boots. God's starting to grow roots.
This nigga was in there loud as hell. Up, down.
Yeah, man. Glad you could pop in with us, bro. 1 year anniversary, Literally Anything podcast for the people. We 50 minutes in. KP left. and motherfucking D Hood in here with y'all, just recapping some of our favorite moments from the last year. A Left. I'm so mad that you can't stay on. I didn't need you got so many ones. Fuel Santana was one of your better ones throughout the year. That was right after the verses, bro. That happened right after the verses, which was a long ass time after all that other shit. But yeah, no, Fuel Santana was definitely after the verses. You did the Graybeard, John. Yeah. Hold up, matter of fact, while you here real quick, Left, I think I might have something from that on the docket. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I got something from that, but I ain't even gonna hold you, Left. I'd rather just have your time here so you can rap with us real quick because I know you ain't gonna be with us too long. I'll show the clip after you step off or whatever. But yeah, man, you got any hot takes? Anything you want us to know in the event that you don't get back on before we get done, bro?
I mean, I should be back on because I gotta slide in like a few minutes to get back down the other end. All right, so how you always be talking about how you don't like the you hate fucking social media. It was a situation. We saw some stuff on No Gun Zone last week, and I didn't get a chance to speak on it because of my misfortune here at work last week.
Right.
But it was an individual on the train, and there was a whole bunch of syringes hanging out of his pocket. So, for me, that's something that irks the hell out of me because I'm seeing it all the time, and I see the effects of it afterwards. So I made a comment about it. I can't even remember what the comment was. Matter of fact, it was something to the effect of when y'all see those on the floor, then it's not going to be the same sentiment because they're going to be used or whatever. And people was talking all this mind your business stuff. Like, if you condone sucker shit, you a sucker too. So
talk heavy.
So that's just how I feel about that shit. And I'm always gonna stand on that. Like, I'm gonna always stand on that hill. Like, if you condone sucker shit, you a sucker too. So therefore, you don't deserve my fucking time to talk about it. But that's my hot take. Unfortunately, I gotta go because I got passengers waiting. So
do your thing, bro. We appreciate you popping on. We you know how long we here, so if you get back on, we around, bro. Just let me know.
All right, bro.
Peace and blessings. Brother Left, 1/3 of the LAP team. We here celebrating our 1 year anniversary. 52 minutes in, Literally Anything podcast for the people. Going over some of our hits and our good moments and the like. So originally, right, when we first started, I how motherfuckers see you start doing something and then for no reason at all, they feel like they gotta impart their opinion on what you're doing, even though they could have just did the shit themselves and did it their own way. And like, I had a lot of that when we first started, right? And I really had to have a moment where I had to just let motherfuckers know, like, you really gotta relax, man. Like, it's just no need for you to always give your opinion on what other motherfuckers is doing. And not because I'm doing better or any of that shit. Like, just if you got yeah, exactly. Like, nobody asked for that, man. Like, respectfully. Respectfully, but I'll let the clip do the talking, and y'all can kind of gather where I'm coming from with it after that. Yeah, I got audio from Twitch, YouTube, everywhere, man. Like, shout out to the podcast boys. We was on with them on Friday. That episode will be coming soon, but like, I feel like them right now. Their slogan is "We everywhere." I'm everywhere right now with where I'm pulling highlights and shit from. Hold up.
So,
wait, what was your name again?
Well, thank you for asking. My name is a pimp named Slickback.
Wait, A pimp?
Name Slickback. Yes. Please say the whole thing if you would. Yes, that includes the a pimp named part. Yes, Tom. Every time.
Look, Mr. A Pimp named Slickback.
No need for the mister.
Now, he said, Mister's my father.
See, I understand it's a little long, but we weren't the only people to think of literally anything. It was not just us who came up with that idea. So we have to do our best to separate ourselves. So the entire name of the podcast is the Literally Anything Podcast for the people. The only time that is any different is when you're looking for that on YouTube. The reason is that way is because we are who we are and we are us. Another story on some feedback I got. So a friend of mine who's into like the audios and the editings and the visuals and all that, like, yeah, so, you know, work with you and try and spice up your job, help you do this and that and that. I'm like, yeah.
Auto-tune on our vocals?
Visually wise, I hear what you're saying. Maybe I can have a few more things, but I don't even want to do too much on that side of things. He was like, well, like, are you mixing down and clearing up your sound and do? I said, so let me explain this to him. And I said this to him, and I'm saying this to y'all now. The way we do things is raw, right from the rip. I said that from the door. It's not going to be a whole lot of mix downs, editings, sound effects. I'm gonna add some video clips and some funny shit, goofy shit here and there, whatever the case be. But it's not going to be a whole lot of that. So please don't give me like, because it's cool at the beginning. But like 7 months from now, don't call me with suggestions. You know, like I don't want to hear that shit. Like, and that's all love. I promise you I do. But like we not doing that. Like we do our shit the way we do it. Right. I might chop a little bit for Spotify, for Apple Podcasts, just to make shit clean on the edges. But for the most part, what you get right here live is what you're gonna get, because that's who we are and what we was at the moment. Unless some real wild, incriminating shit happen live, you gonna get everything as it happened. Now, I feel like, with that being said, we've done a very good job of being exactly that. Now, and this kind of leads into that conversation of us being on Podcast Bulls last week. Like I said, go follow them on Instagram at Podcast Bulls. Shout out to those brothers who had us on their show. That'll be dropping. You'll see plenty of links and all that. That'll be in the group and on the page. But I was talking to the brother that does their camera work, my man Tommy, and what makes podcasts dope is that everybody brings a unique thing to it. There's a piece somewhere within a podcast that you enjoy that another podcast can't give you or doesn't give you. And right. That doesn't mean the other podcast isn't good. It's just that's not what you get from them. Tommy's camera work is impeccable. When you see the footage from what we do, and if any of you have ever checked out Podcast Boys or checked out any of the day footage, him and Staff on the editing and him on the camera work is a beautiful combination. That shit is clean, it's crisp, it looks good, it's very, very polished and put together. I want to do episodes like that. I don't want every episode to be like that. I think part of the reason why we have as much fun as we do, because you literally have no fucking clue what's going to happen when you come here. You don't know if you're going to have a horny ass cat, niggas' kids run through, mother-in-laws, like all kinds of shit happens when you pop in here. You never know. My man bust down a 50-piece wing during the show one time. Like, we really, really don't know what the fuck might happen when you decide to click that motherfucking view button. So we always want that to be the case. We never want you to expect the same thing. Excuse me, which is why it's Literally Anything podcast. Like, I really mean that shit from the bottom of my heart. I want us to be as unpredictable and as static, but as fun and professional and polished at the same time while doing this. And that's why I like the live feed. Like I said, I don't clean up none of our video. The video stays on YouTube as is every time the moment we're done. The only time that it's not available on YouTube is for like that half hour after you stop, where YouTube kind of like brushes through your shit, I guess, to make sure it's all good. And then it stays up there. I never take it down. I never take any footage off of Facebook. And I said I was going to start doing that, and I will eventually. But again, most of that shit is raw. I might throw a little sound effect or two in the Spotify or the Apple or whatever the case is, because that's just fun for me to play with and learn how to do that kind of shit. So it's not really a big deal. But for the most part, this is what you're going to get. And there's a reason for that. I see so many other podcasts trying to be like other podcasts. Like that, I guess if that's the move you want to be on, if you feel like the way for you to be, you know, to stand out is to be what everybody else is. But like, I'm so tired of seeing podcasts where it's 4 niggas sitting on the couch with microphones in front of them. Like, that's like, I get that, but like that aesthetic, like visually, is the same thing. That's why I fuck with Podcast Boys. Them brothers got series going on. Duke the Barber, we were part of the Duke the Barber series. They got a wine series where they go to different wineries and do their thing. They got different ideas, and when they say we everywhere, it's a reason for that. And it's the same thing with us. We literally anything is exactly that. We done been the Father's Day cookouts. We did a live shoot from a gym. We done drove up to Chester a couple times to do stuff, and you never know what's going to happen with us when we step in the building. But we are the live feed bulls. Like, we on that time. We want your camera live because that's what we gonna show out. Like, I felt good in that record. I don't know. How did you feel about the Podcast Boys appearance, bro? Like,
it's refreshing. It was definitely refreshing, especially to hear just different people's takes and to kind of have like you and I are typically pretty like-minded in a lot of things. Me and Left, we don't bump heads. We usually see each other's point of view, even if we disagree. But like, it's
devil's advocate is what you guys are to each other a lot. But like even like y'all fuck with each other, but it's to get the best out of it. Yeah. So
it's like the experience was cool, even when I felt like I could be more so a voice of, not necessarily a voice of reason, but just offering a different opinion to me. Like, let's say like I don't know nobody, right? So then I'm coming in your space respectfully, but if I feel like your opinion isn't mine, I'm going to step up and speak out and share my opinion because I don't want your views to be reflective of what Deja Hood has to say.
Right.
You get what I mean?
And I think we did a real good job of that. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And that energy was definitely like welcoming. And at first it was like outside of the comfort zone because I was like, you know how I am. Like, I don't know none of these niggas. Like, but I'm like, all right, good.
Me and Left knew everybody in the room. Yeah.
Right.
Me and Left knew everybody in the room. Absolutely. But I think part of that was, I think that was a good thing though, because like you eventually were able to just draw off of the comfort that everybody else in the room had each other. Because that's not a forced friendship. Those aren't just dudes who I just know, who I decided to do something with. Like, I really got love for them brothers. Like, we've been cool since kids. Like Left is a part of that circle because those are my guys, and me and Ty been cool since we was fucking 7 years old, and he went to high school with a few of them dudes, and then we all became like, it kind of just progressed into this group of people. But like, really a good group of dudes doing a real good thing. Shout out to the Podcast Boys. Like I said, look for those clips and videos and all that. As soon as they clean them up and start posting them, I will be sharing them in everything we are doing for sure.
You think PK got a long lost brother somewhere?
You talk about Staff? Staff and Kit, Staff and the boy do look alike. That's funny. Yeah, no, that's funny. I didn't even think about that until you just now said it.
Like, I wish same mannerisms, same swag. Like, and this is not nothing bad.
Yeah. No, it's not a negative thing, but they do have a lot of similarities. That's funny. I wonder, like, it's really like. And what's funny is PK know everybody. So like because of playing ball. Like, when you play ball from the era we was in, you really know the whole city. So it would be funny. They might even fuck around and know each other.
They want to do the Spider-Man.
Yeah, they definitely got the doppelganger situation going on. But like I said, Podcast Boys at Podcast Boys. Boys is BOLS on podcast. So yeah, go follow them and make sure you check out their shit, man. They doing great things, man. And I really got a lot of love for them brothers. So let me see. We got any? Oh yeah. So like I said, Hood tells amazing stories, man. Like, he always got a good one for us. This one was an interjection into another, but this shit made me laugh. I was actually listening to this morning as I was preparing for this. Like, what is the problem with appreciating greatness in real time? Why can't we just enjoy shit when it's happening as opposed to trying to discredit motherfuckers?
I learned this from the Jordan era. Barkley was my favorite player forever. I'll be the first person to tell you that. Charles Barkley was my guy. When they traded him to Phoenix, I was very upset. When he didn't beat Mike that year, I was very upset. Because of these things, I couldn't appreciate Mike's greatness in real time for his first 3 championships.
Charles Barkley do Pilates at Island Gym in FC. I swear.
I'm talking about, and I was a Patrick Ewing fan during
Charles
that time.
Barkley, the person, is a weirdo. But
I'm not. He do women's Pilates at Island Gym on Route 30 in Absecon in the summer months. I swear to God, niggas from my high school done seen it. Yo, you know what's the funny thing?
Anyway,
I ain't know where this was going. Right, I had no idea where this was. I didn't know where this was going, and I was like, I almost said, yo, Charles Barkley do women's Pilates in FC. And then I was like, hold on, let me let this play out. And then that's exactly because I was about to tell you the same exact thing. Because I only got I got 78 stories, and you want to get at least one of them every time you see me.
Yeah, but that shit was so bro. That one was very, very funny to me, man. He does women's.
I don't know
why
at Island Gym in Absecon.
Your random interjections are fucking hilarious, man.
I'm dead
nigga be dead in the middle of trying to make a point, and you be like, "Hold up, though, bro. Did you know?" you do piehead shit when you go with that one. That shit is funny to me. Here's another one that's hilarious to me, and this is me acting an ass on this one.
Where I know her from. And then they dawn on you like I might have hit that back in the day. But truthfully speaking, if I fucked you and you ugly, I forgot. So
that's a fact.
Don't bring up me.
Because if you fucked her and she was ugly, she served a purpose.
But she might not have been ugly at that time.
I don't remember I don't remember all my cashiers, but they helped, nigga.
I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I don't understand how we don't. Everything got a purpose, man. Y'all be acting like y'all never fuck ugly women before. That's my whole thing. Respectfully, everybody got at least one. Some of y'all made a career of that shit, but no. It
went in. It don't matter where I shot it from.
It went in. That's simplified to the motherfucker.
When the lights is off.
Yeah, hey man, listen. Like I said, I do not deny that I I walked a dog or two. And listen, there's some woman out there that fuck me like this ugly nigga named Kev, and I'm okay with that too. I don't give a fuck because in the end, what's done is done, and the business was the business.
You ever have an off game? And to somebody somewhere, that's all you ever wrote.
That's all they know of you.
That's all that. Yeah.
Remember we talked about that when Shakira was on with us though, and Left told us about the when he got catfished, and then he still went back because he laid an egg on the job. Remember he said that's what it is, man.
Oh nah, if I never have to see Shorty ever again, I'm just gonna let that rock.
But remember, that's why I was clowning him because he no, I couldn't go out like that, man. You still hit. Who cares?
It's not even like she got because it's one thing if she got friends that you could possibly, you feel me, and then you don't want that to seep out there.
Here's the thing, though, right? I ain't even gonna hold you. Go ahead and tell your friend I hit and it was weak. Because guess what I'm gonna do? She a liar. Let me show you. That's just how I was. I was that boy, vicious. No, watch this. I'm gonna show you, and then on purpose, I'm gonna make sure whatever I gotta do to be on A++ that night, it's gonna be A++. And then she gonna go back bitch, you a lie. Yeah, she a lie. I was I've told y'all a million times. I was an awful motherfucker.
You was off the horny goat weed pills.
Bruh, I was an awful motherfucker. And what's crazy is I wasn't even smoking weed back then. Not that I smoke weed now. Don't you ever think I do? I'm a drug-free individual. But no, seriously, I was not. No, but seriously though, like I was ignorant, evil motherfucker. And then, you know, that's just how it worked out. But it ain't no way in hell I'm gonna give a fuck about what you feel about me. Like how Bernie Mac say, he say, what you gonna go out and say, Bernie Mac can't fuck? Shit, I got mine. Like real shit. Like, I don't know. But a nigga's pride is a nigga's pride. And sometimes when you feel like a motherfucker trying to play with your pride, you react in a different way and you go at shit in a different way. So I can respect it. It's just, you know, that shit ain't the be all end all for me. Like you can talk whatever the fuck you want to talk, cause you let me do whatever it was I did. So in the end, I'm not mad. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. Like I am not a fan of I'm not a fan of buyer's remorse. Like way after, like don't give me the. Now that we don't fuck with each other no more. Oh, you never fucked me right. Well, bitch, why you keep fucking me? That's your fault. I don't got nothing to do with that. No. You stupid, not me. Like, and I see girl and women do that shit. Men do that shit too. Like, men will do that shit. Like, man, yeah, I hit, but you know, whatever. But dog, you hit. Like, don't start like trying to backtrack the first part. You led with you came out with the good point. You hit. Dot. Stop your sentence right there, bro. Whatever you got to say after that. You might as well just hold on to it because now you just look emotional and weird. You hit.
You know what's a problem? There's just too many niggas putting the pussy on the pedestal.
Talk about it.
There's too many of them. It's like a lot of y'all be taking these women personal. Like it really don't be that serious. Like it really don't be. Like imagine this. Imagine you got a kid by somebody that you never in life, like y'all just would never work out ever again. Y'all barely worked before the kid was involved. Y'all gave it a decent shot after the kid was after the kid was born, and it just never worked. Now the kid is 12. Why does she have to do this, bro?
That's actually a really good comment, though. That's great timing. Like, pushing P is a fantastic comment.
She came out here in her muumuu with her feet out, staring at me like I'm saying something crazy. But
look, did you see this comment? I don't know if you missed this one or not. You have left the sunken place. In case you didn't know, you are no longer in the sunken place.
Look, she want me to stop talking because she handed me food mid-episode.
Oh man, come on, man. We're not doing burritos this week. We just, like you literally do a tour of foods on this motherfucker. Maybe that might we'll talk off.
We should go to
shut up. Shut up. I just had an idea. We'll talk off here.
Here nor there. It's nigga like your child is 12. You haven't slept with this woman in 9 years. Why are you concerned about what I'm doing with her? I never even met your child. Don't DM me because I will embarrass you, bro.
First off, we had a discussion about DMs last week. For those of you who didn't check it out, it's Y'all Dirty as Hell, deep dive into DM etiquette. That's the name of the episode. For those of y'all who might have missed it. It's on everything. Check it out.
I was fried last week, so I wasn't really giving it up like that. Did I tell you about Shorty that I was 17. Shorty was like 30 something. We talking and her baby dad DM me. And the whole time I'm like, my man, you are 40. Why are you? I'm a teenager, my boy. Buttons. I hate that so much. Like it actually raises my voice every time I see it.
I literally I'm not gonna lie to you. I show it to you on purpose. I do.
It's not even the person
on it because I know it. Cool. No, we know. You hate the name. The person is fine. That's our folks. But yeah, no, the name fucks with you, and I love it.
Every time I'm like,
but
motherfucking.
See, but if you 40 and if you 40 and your chick giving it up to a teenager, just leave.
And
just
she
leave.
was like,
just leave.
At the end of the conversation,
there's nothing you can do to make that right.
He said to me, well, have you ever just been in love? I said, my nigga, I'm 17. And he was like, and he said farewell.
Oh, God. Yo, did he really say, have you ever just been in love? Man, like, y'all really be simping. That's, and I hate that word. I don't even like that term, but man, oh man, you niggas be wildin' sometimes. Like, listen, man, excuse me. I'm sure somebody somewhere that'll say, you know, some of these things are me or the people on this show, and we done been through some of this stuff. I don't really care. By the way, this your man, I hate to be him. Just in case y'all ain't see it right there. Goes down in the DM. Yeah. That's
he had that 3 seconds right on. Like they can't. You click that bitch right.
Listen,
right
bro,
up.
I got this, man. So we didn't have so many portions of shows muted. I know the cutoff points. I know all that shit now. We might get dinged on Facebook for like a cool 30 seconds for the whatchamacallit, for the Boondocks John. But even that might not even work. So you know, it's not a big deal. Look, this is how much our friends love us. She switched the account just to keep your blood pressure at a normal rate, only because we know you are with child over there, the two of you. And we
bitch, you lucky. I don't gotta live with that name on my resume. You lucky.
That's hilarious.
Imagine coming up with a screen name in 2006, and in 2022, you still letting that screen name be your moniker.
I'm not getting into that. But
I ain't gonna hold you. This burrito look at me in my eye, my boy.
Go do your listen, man. I'm
about to. I just wanted to warn you. I'm about to peel these panties off in a second.
Oh God, we absolutely have to do something with. Like, it's no way we could just keep letting this opportunity slide by.
Wait,
with,
without... my nigga was like drip, 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 drip.
Oh shit. Real rap though, like I'm not mad at that at all. Do your thing, bro.
If any HR people is watching, it's Martinelli's.
Oh shit. Well, you know, we'll be all right with that. We got a few more. Let me. Yeah. Well, so my nigga is an ageist. In case you didn't know, he absolutely he hates old people, and not in the way you think. When I say it's not elderly people he hates, he doesn't have a problem with elderly people, but he hates old motherfuckers. So yeah, here we go.
I've done it myself.
Let me tell you why. Because you ain't old yet, nigga.
Bro, tell that to my feet. My feet still barking from the other day.
Listen, and you're going to have your moments, and they will stack higher and higher, and they'll be closer and closer, and much more like everyday life. That's just how it works. But in real life, though, my guy, you haven't, you've had enough shit happen to you. I wouldn't dare say that. You've definitely lived more life than you have been here for in years. And I know that just from knowing you. But at the same time, time does that shit, bro. I promise you. Time does that shit. Because something will come along that you just fundamentally can't wrap your head around.
Like,
and it will be something bigger than...
I will tell you. You want to know what it was? You want to know what got me, what grinded my gears today? I had someone look me in my fucking face and tell me that Melly Mel was a better rapper than Jay-Z. I almost spit on this person.
Melly Mel? like, wow. See, and I can hear.
That's why.
Yeah, I can see you getting upset about that. I definitely.
Oh, like Drake would have never.
Right foot up, left foot slide.
Bro, I'd rather listen to that bitch. Like, listening to them old niggas rap really make my elbows and knees hurt so bad. Yo, the funniest shit ever.
Oh shit!
It's 8:52 right now. My boy Josh just texted me at 8:47 with a Shade Room post that said, LL Cool J was ridiculous in every music video he was in. Just
wait a minute. Wait, I got that already. I got that on the dock already, bro. We gonna get the LL and his weird ass. Cause fuck it. We here now. Let's go.
Why
go, let's go.
His knees in?
Here's the thing, right? I grew up in the LL era. Like that nigga was like current when I was a teenager and shit like that. So LL, like, I always thought he was a little extra. I like everything they pointed out in them videos. I had a problem with in real time, bro. Like, it was like when the video and niggas was like, you just hating on LL because he get bitches. Doug, I'm not getting none of his bitches, and he's not taking none of mine. That's the brother. We don't work in the same circle. I don't have a reason to hate on this nigga. But if y'all think it's a regular thing to put a peach in your top pocket in a full suit and go to the speech show, y'all weird as shit. That shit weird. I don't care what y'all say. If y'all think it's a regular thing for you to sit a girl on the hood of a car in the summertime and pour chocolate sauce on her kneecap, y'all weird as shit. That's not me. Hey. That's not me being a hater. That's y'all being weird. This nigga wore a one-sleeve t-shirt and y'all let him get that shit off and then tried to call niggas that said something about it a hater. This nigga ran a 100-yard dash in FUBU denim. Y'all wildin'. LL was a demon. He was a demon and a gremlin before anybody knew what any of that shit was. And y'all let him get all that shit off. And then now he's just a host and a fucking actor. Like, y'all really let him get away with that shit.
Was your dad a liar by any means?
No, my dad was brutally honest. He like sometimes you wanted my dad to be a liar. Like he was that guy. He's gonna tell you the truth even when you don't want it.
So one time, it was my dad and my cousin Nolan were having a conversation. Nolan is in his late 40s now. He might be 50, but he's a few years younger than my dad. So they're talking about LL Cool J, and I had to be like, I don't know, 12, maybe like 6th grade.
Hold on, wait a minute. As you keep talking, I just want to address a comment real quick as you go. It's a word here on the literally anything.
Aegis is definitely a word.
It is? Okay.
It is.
I didn't give a fuck. I was saying it, but now thank you for the confirmation. Yes, okay.
No, yeah, I took a gerontology class in college. It is for sure.
See, there you go, the smart nigga. You smart and rich. Look at that. P, you got a catch, girl. You got one, girl. This nigga smart and he got. Hey, man.
one hand wash the other.
No, FUBU Denim was wild. FUBU Denim was definitely wild. Like, he really ran from one end of the goal line to the other as fast as hell in a pair of FUBU teams for a music video. Like, y'all, this nigga was a shark for a whole song. Like, what's wrong? Go ahead, man. Finish the story about the book.
My dad and my cousin Nolan's having this conversation about LL Cool J. I just wanted to be involved so bad. I'm sitting there eating dinner, and it got quiet. And I said, and I quote, I said, "Oh, the girls in my class said that he got sexy lips." So they start cracking up. They was like, "He got what?" And I said, "The girls in my class said he got sexy lips." They was like, "Oh, we thought you said that he got." And I was like, "No, I ain't say that." So then they didn't. It stopped there. So I think like my godfather came over. A bunch of people was over the house. It got real quiet. And I'm just like sitting there enjoying the moment. Like I used to love being around adults, like at all times. And niggas just out of nowhere was like, DeJour said LL got sexy lips. I did not. No, I didn't. I never in life said that.
Oh shit, DeJour said that's very funny. Yeah, you got caught up in the joint. You know how niggas do that shit though. You can't halfway say something. Cause motherfuckers gonna kill you for it. But no, y'all really did let LL get away with murder, bro. Like he did a whole video from the POV of a shark came up out the water with a guy. He got his hair cut with a hat on. Like that was a
do-rag under the hat too.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like
bald as shit. Bald as shit.
Yo, and when I tell you, every woman on the planet was losing their mind for this nigga, and nobody called him out on it. I'm like, yo, like I said, I called some of that shit out in real time. Like, is he a shark in this song? I remember when Deep Blue Sea came out. I remember the movie because Sam Jackson getting killed in that movie is one of the funniest goddamn scenes ever because he gave the most impassioned, real from the heart speech, and them sharks wishboned his ass, and it was the best shit ever. But the other part about that movie was that I remember going to see it in the movies, and that video was in the credits, and I'm like,
it was.
Y'all really gave LL money for this shit. Like, man, y'all let him get away with a lot of shit,
in the
man.
oven, my boy.
I was proud of L for making sure look, I'm not taking this role if I die. He was one of the first black men in a very long time to get out of one of them situations. I was all right with him with that, but like
that nigga was a chef.
My man had a one sleeve FUBU body t-shirt on.
What was the show the sitcom that he had?
That was the Fatty Girl video, by the way. Even some of his lyrics. What is he, she, blotitious? Like, niggas got to, like, I don't, man. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Because I could do this all day.
LL's bad. I keep, like, yo, I've been saying this for years. LL is fucking awful. He could rap. He can. He could at that point. But the majority of that shit was bad.
I agree.
I think
I get an argument out of me, bro.
I'm one of the people. I believe that he cooked cannabis. I do believe he won.
No, the majority feels that way. He gave cannabis hell. Like Cannabis came out with the but Cannabis automatically lost when he said,
"We got the skill to eat a nigga ass like me."
You got more cash than me, but you don't have the skill to eat a nigga ass like me. L bang. End of the sentence. You lost, bro. You eating asses in your song.
Nah, but he redeemed himself. The bars was there, and he was when he say 99% of your fans wearing heels, and
that man said 99% of your fans don't exist.
As Cannabis, he ain't understanding this because 99% of his fans don't exist.
What do you like? You don't want to battle L. He know how to hurt your feelings on the track. Again, and I'm not discrediting James Todd Smith's greatness. That brother is an all-time great in the game of rap for sure. Like Rock the Bells is one of the craziest goddamn songs you ever heard in your life. Like he fucked Rock the Bells up. Like he got joints. We not talking about a dude who can't rap. We're talking about a dude who's a cornball, and because he could rap, y'all overlooked it. That's my problem. Y'all act like this motherfucker is like this smooth, suave, debonair motherfucker, and he on here pouring chocolate sauce on kneecaps in fucking July, and y'all letting that shit slide. Every woman that's watching this shit, comment now if you want a nigga to lick chocolate sauce off your kneecap in July off the trunk of a car. Because if you do, I'm worried about you. Go to fucking
better
house.
Not fucking where's she at? I know she got something smart to say.
I don't know. Again, this is me. I call some of this shit out in real time, and I just want niggas to just stop lying.
You know what's the hardest LL bar, though?
What?
They call me Big LA.
No one calls you that. Like, literally no one ever calls him that until, are you the they that call you Big Ellie? Because nobody really calls you that shit.
But where did he get that from?
Listen, bro. You know how niggas just want to...
Like, it's like every time Diddy changed his name, I always wondered where... Like, I remember the first time listening to No Way Out, like on my own, like to analytically go through that album.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, he was calling himself Diddy in the 90s. Like, he was saying P. Diddy for a minute.
Right.
So, like, it was just surprising to me, who wasn't like an actual music consumer, you know, in 2001.
Even May saying, I was murdered. P. Diddy named me pretty.
Yeah.
Money that was his moniker early on. Yes, for sure.
But I didn't know that as a 7-8-year-old.
I'm about to say you had a different sort of view at your age. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is a P. Diddy? But also, what the fuck is a P. Diddy?
Yeah, like I was about to say that doesn't mean P. Diddy was okay. It's just something that it wasn't new. It's something that he had been doing and had did several years before. Diddy's another one who's like rich but corny. Like rich but corny. Like, but
Diddy will pull up on you.
But I'm about to say, but Diddy not one to be fucked with. I want him to stop telling this roach story though. I really do. I seen him tell it somewhere else, and he keeps saying it was 15 roaches on his face. And I just need Diddy to stop telling this lie. Like, Diddy, stop lying. You didn't count them roaches. And if it was a roach, if it was two, if it was a group of roaches, whatever it was, you did not stop mid-sleep and pluck each roach off individually and keep count so you'd have a good story for later. Stop lying, Sean. Like Sean, stop fucking lying. Like you really gotta chill with this shit.
But
I don't like that you keep giving us the story.
As a nigga from the hood, one roach might be brazen enough to crawl on you. One. You hit the light, some shit scatter. Like that's documented. And I never really even had roaches like that. Like I'm not even gonna get on here and lie and act like I did. But I'm saying I've been in people's houses who definitely had roaches. And I've slept over people's houses who definitely had roaches. One roach might scram. One roach might be brazen enough to get you on an arm. But them niggas is not at the lodge with their hats on talking about, hey, yo, when that nigga fall asleep, let's get on his face.
We right on him. Yeah, exactly. Like, no, man, Sean gotta stop lying. I feel like I need to just call him Sean until he stopped playing. And yes, y'all, Sean. Yes. Apparently Sean is getting it, like, but yeah, and a brazen roach is funny as shit because like that.
Yeah, like my nigga was acting like he was living in Joe's apartment.
Yeah, like, no, I'm just not under any circumstance comfortable with that. I'm just not.
But you know what's like my favorite thing right now? DJ Khaled irritates the fuck out of me.
Me as well.
But I like when he plays people music. Like if a song went number one, he always got a video to be able to show when he was just playing before the song was done. Like, so he was playing Diddy Every Chance That I Get. And when Diddy realized Lil Durk was on it, that nigga jumped up and started running around the room. Because Durk really came on there and slid. That's all.
I like that, John.
Your volume kind of low.
Yep, you got me now?
Hold on, let me make sure it ain't.
Hold up.
Yeah, you're drawing low.
Hold up. You got me now?
Yeah, it's still low though.
Still low?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell just happened. Hold up.
These punk motherfuckers only put 3 scripts on my goddamn.
It's because you eating sea roaches, nigga.
Hey, if a real roach tastes as good with some lemon pepper, some butter, some lemon, some garlic, I eat a real roach.
Yo, hold me down for like 30 seconds. Let me pop out and pop back in.
Literally anything podcast for the people. We are an hour and 32 minutes in. I don't usually say this part. I didn't even think I was gonna be able to make it through. I was saying this part myself. One of my deep bedded insecurities is I be hoping y'all can't hear me chew when I be in here fucking this food up. That's on me. I really, but damn, I hope they can't hear me. I'll be fucking this food up on here. This burrito definitely gets a 6 out of 10 because they only put 3 shrimps on my shit. That's wild disrespectful. All right, nigga, hurry up. Y'all about to watch me do some chores.
All right.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, I'm straight. I know exactly what it was. But yeah, man. So
I was about to get up and start cleaning.
No, I was about to say you eating sea roaches. That's what the problem was. And you know, I'm talking shit. I'm allergic to all shellfish, y'all. So I'm always talking shit about any shrimp, crab, lobster, any.
You ever hear?
Poisonous to me.
You ever hear about the ice gun?
Who?
The ice gun. The CIA had something called the ice gun, like back in the 60s.
No.
It was a gun that they could shoot. It was like highly effective from like 100 meters out, and it made like very little noise at all. And it shot a projectile that had a concentration of like shellfish toxin
Damn.
So you would go in. So like a day later, you would just randomly go into anaphylaxis, and then after they search your body and shit, the only thing that they'd really be able to see, it looked like you got bit by a spider or something. So usually people either died from suffocation or they had a heart attack.
Damn.
So
I ain't never hear that. That's hard though.
I know, nigga. They get you dying immediately.
Yeah, no, I'm in bad shape with some shit like that. That's like the niggas who are allergic to bee stings be wilding.
That's me. I don't never have an EpiPen on me either.
Speaking of niggas who be wilding, I say this all the time, right? About your man Game, and I say your man facetiously because I know you really don't fuck with him. But what's up with this boy, man? Like, first off, why do we keep talking to him? He's on that list of people where I want to know why the fuck do we keep asking for his opinion? He is on that list. I don't fucking get it, man. So for those who don't know, Game went on Drink Champs and said that he was a better rapper than Eminem, that Ye did more for his career in a week, 2 weeks than Dr. Dre did for his entire career. Like, and then had the nerve to say something to 50 on socials and like just.
It's the typical album is coming. He learned this shit from 50. I mean, I ain't super mad. Like, you learned it somewhere. And it has been proven that it works to a certain degree. And then when it doesn't work,
I mean, he got a little bit of it from Ye too, because Ye is on that same type time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Although he came across some news this week, but we'll get into that in just a second.
But look at it this way: Ye didn't start doing that shit until graduation. What happened when graduation was dropping? Who was he going up against?
He was dropping the same day as 50, right?
He learned it from them niggas learned that shit from 50.
Yeah, no, he's a marketing fucking genius. If you think that everything that motherfucking 50 doesn't do, if you think he's not calculated with all those moves, then you're just not giving him enough credit. None of that shit is happenstance. It doesn't. It all has a place in the plan, and he makes it happen very accordingly. And sometimes he gets other motherfuckers to be a part of this plan, and they don't even know that they in the plan. Like, that's the beauty of what 50 does.
You ever see the shit that he what 50 and Chameleon there?
Yeah.
Where 50 was, yo, this nigga ass, he trashed this.
Yeah.
And he told Chameleon he didn't respond.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah, you supposed to respond. Like,
I'm throwing you a hoop, right? Nigga. Mm-hmm. Yeah, marketing wise, he absolutely does not get enough credit for making sure motherfuckers know what's going on. 50 definitely does that. But yeah, I don't know, man. Nori invited him on Drink Champs, and Drink Champs is my favorite goddamn podcast. It's not one that I check for more than that. Like, I like $1 Million Worth of Game a lot. I really don't fuck with Button no more. Like, I pop in on Button here and there, but I don't fuck with Button no more.
Even like my guy is, like Ice is my nigga. Like, I don't even with him being on there. Like, I just don't. But the funny thing is, I was pretty apprehensive about New Rory and Mal, just because I liked their dynamic with Joe.
Right.
I thought like Joe take it there, and then they also bring it back down a bit. Like, I've really rocked with it. And even like Parks used to be my favorite my favorite person on there, just because I always felt like he was like very just like even keeled. He didn't really
not too high, not too low. It was always a good balance of.
It's turned into a super weirdo. Yeah. It's turned into a super weirdo fest, but I've really actually liked New Rory and Mal like a lot.
And I haven't given Rory and Mal I've listened to maybe 4 episodes at the most, if that many. Like, if I'm being honest, and they got way more than that. They got plenty of work out there, and that's not a personal thing. I just haven't. Like, the thing is, when you create this kind of content, it's very tough to keep up with everyone else's content, particularly because I'm very big on fucking with the people who fuck with me. So I don't miss Podcast Boys episodes no more. Like, that's not something that I do. my man Tone the promoter, him and Jamaica G got a Crew Love podcast. The first episode dropping March 17th that I'm excited as hell for. Like I take care of my people first. So a lot of the times it's hard for me to circle back around on top of creating our content and doing what we do and checking out other people. Plus, it's kind of like what you and Shakira spoke to with the music thing. You don't want to oversaturate yourself with other people's styles because you'll naturally begin to pull from those things. Like I think that's a natural, not necessarily steal, but you'll see certain things that they do and you might just unknowingly incorporate it into your shit just because what you're watching and absorbing all the time. So I don't want to watch too much of nothing from nobody. Right. So I haven't really given Rory and Mal a chance, but I will. I definitely will. I definitely will look into that a little bit more. But you know, that's the game though, man. Like I wasn't a huge podcast person until like maybe 2 years ago. So I'm still some shit out there that I haven't really got on that I'll like, that I'll be into, but I just haven't had a chance to explore it yet. But $1 million worth of game is climbing that list though. Gillian Wallow got something with that. The dynamic and the way they do that is fire, man. And motherfuckers pull up for them. And I like that shit. So yeah, no, I fucks with theirs heavy. They might be like them and Drink Champs is my top 2 right now. Definitely my top 2. I don't know. Like I said, I just need somebody to mute game, like his socials, I'll just shut the fuck up.
You know what's funny? Okay, so I could be wrong. But if one of the homies that grew up with me is watching, correct me at some point. You could even hit me in the DM or whatever. Game used to be in Egg Harbor City, like a lot.
Why?
I don't know. Well, okay, so on one hand of it, I kind of know. Okay, so Game's older brother, Big Face, some way, somehow had a connection in South Jersey in general. So Big Face used to be in Egg Harbor City. Like, I mean, I've never witnessed it myself, but I've heard, like, I go to school, I'm like, yo, Face and Game was in the village. Face and Game was in apartments or whatever. Like, because they hear it pretty regularly. But then now, just knowing hip hop history, Game signed New Jersey Devil, and he's from Atlantic City,
right?
So like it kind of makes sense, you know what I mean?
Right.
And yo, like
bro, I was
New
in
Jersey Devil
City a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you told me?
Yeah, yo, what the like? That city is crazy as shit. It's like 3 blocks of civilization and like 100 blocks of crackheads. Like, what the fuck is going on in AC, bro? Like, I've never seen no shit like this in my life. If you leave that like 4-block strip square radius, nigga, you gotta be strapped. Like, you cannot play out there. These niggas is wild at AC. Y'all, I mean, like, I don't.
What's the difference between AC and K&A? Nah, K&A is different. Never mind.
The casino, nigga. It ain't no luxury hotel near K&A. What's the difference? Nigga, everything. Everything's the difference. Yo, that man. I hit your folks up, went to brunch at Kelsey's though. That was dope.
Did you?
That was we popped.
Oh, you should have told me. Oh, actually, I don't know if I could get anybody taken care of there no more. I'll tell you why off air.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything. But I mean, for sure, they're about to they're catering my our baby shower. So I mean, they're making the food for it. They're not, you know. But they still my folks. But I'll tell you off air.
My thing was, first time I wanted to at least give the look if that's your folks. So I ain't want to I didn't want the look. Like I wanted to give the look, if that makes sense. Like we talk about supporting each other and shit like that. So I wasn't going to call for the look. I wanted to make sure that niggas understood, you know, we was in there to support. But it was a good time though.
How'd you feel about it?
It was a good time. The vibe was dope. The food was good. It wasn't great. It was good, but the vibe was a million. Like everything was great about it. They had a little DJ in the gym. It was a dope brunch feeling. The DJ was probably cooking, like he was doing this thing.
It's probably who usually DJs is my nigga Dewey.
Okay. Yeah,
you gotta go. So like brunch is always going to be like a 7 out of 10, right?
Right.
The days where it's a 10 out of 10 are the days where it's just like a regular ass day. Like brunch is always an event for them.
Right.
So, but if you go on like a regular ass day where they don't have no reason to overcook a whole bunch, I mean, I don't want to say overcook, but like to mass make a bunch of shit.
Right.
Like,
When it's a little more.
Yeah, like at brunch, you know that you're gonna make 1,001 fried shrimp because shrimp is like the number one thing that's on it. You know what I mean, on a brunch menu. So like you gotta go them days where they really, oh shit, I'm getting a smoked beef rib. They're not gonna make 1,000 of them. So they're going to
you got to have a little more tailored experience. I understand.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I wasn't like turned off by it. It was cool. Like, you know what I mean? It was a good vibe. I would do it again. I would have no problem with that. But mass make the biscuits anytime. Apparently, yeah, the biscuits was popping. The double layer flaky glazed joinskies. Yeah, them the biscuits was cracking.
I should have told you to get the if you would have told me you was going there, I would have told you to get the catfish nuggets or they fried chicken busting too.
The chicken was good.
Crazy.
Yeah, the chicken was good.
They got this big, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, but whatever. They got this big ass drum, like this huge, it's probably the size of my dinner table. Like you've eaten at my dinner table before. This big ass drum that like it's a fryer, but it's also like a pressure cooker as well.
Right.
So like you really never going to get undercooked chicken from them, never in life.
Which is a great thing, because undercooked chicken is trash. Who the fuck wants that? That's just yo. Like I don't know if you're a Food Network boy like I am. Like I'm a Food Network boy, but sometimes when you see them cooking certain shit, you be like, yeah.
Even Gordon Ramsay, you ever see him make scrambled eggs?
I have not.
Yo, it's one of the most disrespectful things they're like, it's like soup, like it's like runny. Ew. And he puts mad like creme fraiche and like all types of shit in it, and he put it on the heat for like 10 seconds, take it off at 15, put it on the heat for 10 seconds, take it off, and they like watery.
Yeah, hey man, listen. Eggs are something that you can absolutely fuck up majorly. Like, and it don't take a lot. Like, you can fuck eggs up. You can definitely fuck it. I don't care how.
I was so cold. I was so cold at the motherfucking eggs. They used to call me Young Eggs, man.
I was cold with the motherfuckers, man. Yo, yeah, that's funny.
Snoop Dogg is a legend, bro.
Yo, man, listen. Shout out to Snoop for that Death Row acquisition and getting all the masters, man. Snoop doing his thing. You gotta.
But how does that?
Appreciate.
So how does that work with him being so high up at Def Jam right now? Like does he still? So remember when Hove was the president of Def Jam, Rockefeller was under that umbrella,
right?
So like,
I'm not sure of the hierarchy with that. That's a good question though. That's definitely a good question because I'm not exactly sure what the what the steps are with that. But like you said though, it's still a good look no matter how you chop it because that brother's making moves with that situation. Like I definitely I'm happy for Snoop to see him doing that. It's
I want to hear a new Michelet album.
Wow, do you in real life? Like I just say, God damn, like. I don't see the point in that at all.
I guarantee you, Michelet will do a hook for me for $250 right now.
We're not doing that, bro.
$250?
What did that woman do to you for her to be in this talking about she would do a hook for $250?
I don't believe that's really her voice.
Things that hard for that young lady, and you sure of it?
I don't believe that's her voice.
Like, come on, man.
That's not her voice.
So because of that, that's why she's doing the hook for the cheat. Because you want to expose her. Like I don't. Like you got to give me the rest of that. Like,
she's just a liar. Like she's a liar. She's a pathological liar. She knew what she was doing. I ain't saying Dr. Dre didn't shoot at her nut ass, but she might have pushed him to that point. And I don't even come with the I don't come with the Kevin Samuels hot takes. That's not even my man's for real. I don't even like that's Medea. I don't rock with him like that. I don't rock with him at all. I be thinking his stuff is comical. But
what you call him?
Medea.
That's Medea. Wait a fucking minute. That's funny. No, man. I don't know. I'm not going. I'm gonna just let your opinion on that stand up, and I'm gonna just. I ain't even gonna get no further into it than that because I feel like you already said enough, bro. I'm gonna let that be.
Our damn voice was like that too.
You still going, huh? You know.
What's his name that used to be singing the hooks for the Dog Pound? He came out the closet and stuff a couple years ago. I forget what his name is, but he was some people they debate whether God might be a man or a woman or if God is above being a man or a woman. But I don't really know. But one thing, Michelet, that bitch is the devil. We know that for sure. And niggas start cutting that shit down, like how she really like how manipulative she is, and like he was like she never even really did nothing to me. This is just shit I seen.
Right. Hold up. Yeah.
I watch Beyonce Homecoming probably once a week.
That's real? That's where you at with it?
Yeah, I asked Veronica to watch it with me last night, and she was like, "Why do you watch this so much?" She was like actually like concerned and upset. Like, you want to watch this more than once a week? Why is this a thing? I don't know. I like it.
I watch Beyonce's Homecoming once a week, like in its entirety, or do you like clip search,
Absolutely.
or is it just you just rock out front to back,
bottom,
right from the rip,
top to bottom?
That's hilarious to me, yo.
Every time.
I find that to be the funniest shit in the world, and not because like it's that's funny, man.
Like honestly, like
you get their inspiration from it.
No, I just like it. It's like, well, you know what else I watch pretty frequently? Hairspray. Watch it all the time. I love that movie.
Right?
I love Hairspray.
Hold up. Because I got something for you. I got a clip that I wanted to pull up. It was one that I forgot, but I'm setting it up right now. So yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
No, that's it. I just love Hairspray. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The darker the honey. That shit is cold. That shit is cold. You go run and tell that. It was doing that.
Yo.
That shit is hard. That shit is cold, man. Bro.
I'm not saying it's not. I find your affinity for hilarious. Hold up. Remember this one, bro? Socially distanced young men, they doing their thing on the computer. So I'm not teaching or instructing them in any way, shape, or form. I'm simply there to make sure they stay on task with their cyber teacher. Like I said, it's lunchtime though. I say we, because I'm doing work, not paying them no mind, letting them have a conversation that 17-year-olds should be having.
Right. Oh, I remember this.
Young boy says, man, all I know is they start talking about sports. So he like, man, I ain't into sports. They like, well, what you do? He like, man, I play video games a little bit. Yeah, and then after that, mostly I just watch porn. Yo, and he was just so forthcoming with the shit, bro. He just came out of nowhere. Like, I was so stuck. So, boom.
Stuff like that makes me so uncomfortable, right?
Yo, listen, bro. Could you imagine me sitting there trying not to be in these young boys' conversation and just let them have their lunch? And this young boy like, no, I just mostly watch porn. So they all bust out laughing. They like, yo, what is you doing? He like, y'all fronting like y'all don't. He like, no, but we don't just be sitting in the joint talking about it, whatever the case is. He like, man, listen, I got a subscription and everything. So
porn is free, my nigga.
So one of the young boys, this started giving me the insight as to how much porn they watching and the type of shit these young boys into. So one young boy says, yo, it's like 100,000 free videos. And you gonna pay. Look, he said, and you gonna pay for a subscription? Young boy looked up and straight face as a motherfucker was like,
sometimes the free Jones don't have what I'm looking for.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, right? Like, shout out to my young boy. I ain't gonna say his name on the air. He came up to see me a couple weeks ago. He's doing well. He's graduated. He's in the world doing adult things. Probably still paying for his porn subscription. But that shit was so funny because that's literally what school was like right after like the pandemic, and we all sitting there in masks for months and just having those weird ass moments in them conversations. And that was one of the funniest conversations I've ever heard a group of teenagers have in my whole fucking life, because they were so mad at him for actually subscribing to a porn page. And I couldn't even be mad at him because you like what you like. And if that nigga willing to pay for what it is he like, and I was terrified to ask him what he likes, because what the fuck, bro? You can get anything for free. What are you into that you have to pay for? Like, that's wild. I still want to know. I like, from the bottom of my heart, I still want to know, but I'm afraid to have that conversation with that young boy, because it's certain things you don't want to know about your students. I already know too much. I already know too much. And he, like I said, he's graduated and moved on and all of that. But that might have been one of the funniest goddamn conversations I've ever heard in my life. And just telling you made you uncomfortable. So that was funny as shit. Imagine me in the room with these little motherfuckers trying to like navigate this discussion. It was filthy. Absolutely filthy, bro.
That episode gave me such bad anxiety. Like that whole episode.
It was one of them ones. Yeah, no, it was definitely
that's
one of them ones,
when they when Left ran the train with the baby in the room. That's that same episode.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
When he ran the train with the baby in the room. Just for the sake of cleaning it up, because he's not here to put a caveat. The baby was in the house, not in the room.
It was in the studio.
Because that's what he would have said. It wasn't in the room. It was in the house though. Like, yeah, that's what he would have said. No, that episode was a banger. That was the episode where I had to pick my son up from the airport, and the first 40 minutes I was moving around. That was a wild episode. That was when we thought DMX had passed, but the news wasn't quite ready yet. He was just in bad shape. And he ended up passing the following week. The following day, I think. Yeah, like the very next day, right after that.
We had a substantial DMX conversation on that episode, and it kind of sucked because we didn't, when DMX had actually passed, we didn't really have much to put on the table.
Right, because we went so far in on that one. Yeah. No, I would agree with that. Yeah, man, that was one of those ones, man. That was a funny one. I think I got to all the moments I wanted to get to. In honor of Left not being here, though, I got one that I gotta put up, and this is a much more recent one. But like, when I tell y'all, whoever watches this show, y'all know that I have the hardest time in the world keeping these two motherfuckers together, because Hood says shit to Left to just start Left off on purpose, and then shit just goes off the rails from there. So I got a couple examples of that right here, and I got a before and after is what we'll call this one.
When he had that blouse on.
Let's start here.
So update. Yep. Remember the squad.
Okay, I got you.
See, you so another thing you should know about Left is that he's a gang member. I'm sorry, ex-gang member. Like affiliate.
Holy shit.
They let you out with your kneecaps? I know it. Left got sexed out.
Gentlemen, it's been real.
Oh man, bruh, like that shit right there. Left got said I couldn't say shit, man. But then my guy, as always,
it's the last motherfucking time. It's the last motherfucking time, dog. I'm not playing with you, dog. Not fucking Not fucking playing with you, dog.
You are so petty. Yo, you petty as shit.
He was back with the ladder, and he's ready to climb.
Yo, that whole exchange was goddamn amazing, yo. Like that was one of the funniest. That I couldn't even clip it all because it was just so many. Like when you was doing the gun sounds, like man, oh man, that fucking episode. Shout out to my man Rob.
That might be the best episode.
That might have been the best episode ever. I said it at the end of the night, and I didn't want to like be like a prisoner of the moment. But going back as I watched, that still might be one of the better episodes. Like it's definitely top 3 for sure. Go stream Relatable by my man Rod Riley at rodrileyreally.com or on Spotify or whatever other streaming service you use. Go give my man some love on that. Yeah. Shout out to Rob for not leaving because left got sexed out was fucking whoa. You left Earth on that one, bro. Like, damn, that shit was funny. Oh man, we are a solid even 2 hours in officially broadcasting Literally Anything podcast for the people. We've been with y'all for a year. Y'all been with us for a year, rocking out, having fun, talking shit, and going home after a couple hours. We have reached the point of the show where we give our final thoughts. So, Brother Action Swanson, Brother Hood, what's on your mind, man? Like, what do you want to close the show with and leave us with until 7 days from now when we come back and do this all over again?
Goddamn. For some reason, I keep saying this gonna get me in trouble. I keep saying like keep putting the hard N word on just different things that don't belong there. So like a couple days ago, I was just minding my business and I was like, first things first, nigger. And then Veronica was like, is that what Steve Jobs said? And I was like, no, I think
that's actually funny as shit.
I think that's what Steve Jobs' ancestors called their slaves, niggers.
I hate both of y'all. Now I can absolutely vision this conversation between the two of you. And is that what Steve Jobs said is a bar? Let Pete know she dropped that was if Flex was here, he'd have dropped a bomb on that. That was fire.
Yeah.
That's what you got. If Steve Jobs his slaves.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? I really want to commend my lady because she's been making a very conscious effort to just like be better, do better, nourish our child the best way, even though she's not feeling good the majority of the time. So she's been drinking a lot of water. She's really been making me proud.
That hyperemesis ain't no joke, man. Definitely,
bro.
I've lived that life, brother. So I definitely get what you're going through with that.
It must not be super bad because I don't know if I said this here. I think I told you. I don't know if I said this here at all, but I said that I was very happy because like how the pregnancy is going, how she's sick and shit all the time. I really wanted it to be a boy because if she's like, yeah, I can't do this again. At least I got my boy.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, like
you got what you showed up for.
Right, but then if I could guarantee that she'd be willing to do this again, I would have been cool with having a girl, having a girl first. I mean, you notice I wanted a girl longer than I wanted a boy, like literally almost all the way up into the gender reveal. So, saying all that to say, she's been doing so well lately within the last like couple weeks, where she was like, yeah, we'll see in a couple years how we. And I'm like, huh, nigga, that's a lot of money. Like,
huh? Nigga, that's a lot of money. Damn, that's. Hey, man, in different situations, you think different things. Nobody's judging you for that. I'm not mad at that, but I'm happy you guys are coming along through that process with success and feeling like y'all handling the business y'all need to handle, man.
Lastly, my young boy is in the 86th percentile. He's about, I think they either 5 or 7 days, something baked ahead of schedule. So he has potential to be 86% bigger than most of these little niggas that y'all be spitting out here.
You're in competition already. I love it. That's a beautiful thing. Keep in mind that them niggas eat their size. So I know you rich.
That's her
and
nipple, not
everything,
mine. My nipples
but
ever. She equipped for that.
That guess what, bro? The nipples don't last long. Eventually, they start eating in real life, like, and that shit is expensive. And food right now, like, I know, people in your tax bracket don't really have that problem.
Nah, nigga.
Us common folk is down here making hard decisions, bro. Like,
she sucked her teeth, giggled, and was like, "Go ahead, get the lamb." And I saw how much the lamb was hitting for like 5 little lollipops. That shit was like $20.
Ugh. Oh yeah, no, I'm not mad at you for not wanting to do that.
Mary don't have to keep that.
Yeah, no, the lamb is wild. All right, couple things before we close for me and closing thoughts, and I'm gonna just reel off. Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys owner, is getting sued by a woman who says that he is her father. That's funny to me. I love that.
I was just gonna say he died. I don't know. Jerry Jones ain't never gonna die.
Yeah, he's definitely in that dead vampire race. Let's see. Kim Kardashian got bashed for telling black women they don't work hard enough with their businesses. That's just like you suck the dick to get famous. You got a nerve to tell somebody, man, sit your ass down. Like you wilding. Like I'm not gonna give that a whole lot of time. I thought that was kind of wild. Chris Brown's accuser had she's withdraws her complaint. My man dropped the tapes on the on the IG with the screenshots. Yeah, whatever she was talking in that court case, once he dropped them screenshots, it was a wrap on that.
She was like, even if you want to just do it one time.
Yeah, I
just want to fuck you.
Like, fuck out of here, man. Like, why do y'all women do that to them men? Like, it's hard enough. Like, they don't need the false accusation.
No. Honestly, why do these women do this to women? Because you have motherfuckers that really
go through shit.
Yes, people go through things, and there's people out here like there's women who have not gotten their just due in like the Bill Cosby case. There's women who are not getting their just due because of women like this who lie.
Right. Facts. And we won't dive too deep into that. But I just those are a few things I wanted to throw out there. Ben Simmons is filing a grievance against the Sixers. The Sixers
gonna win that.
Grievance.
If tonight that nigga's gonna win, he gonna get them 20 M's back in blood.
First off, the Sixers need to file a grievance against somebody because they're getting smoked right now. Last time I looked, they was down by 30. So fuck out of here, Sixers. What are y'all doing anyway? But like I said, 1 year, it looks different every time.
Right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like I ain't even gonna tell you how much money I lost playing with them tonight. Anyway, so it's been a year, y'all. Everything about this year has been fun. It's been great. Before I do anything else, shout out to my girls basketball team. We lost in the first round of states the other day, but excuse me. Like I said, throughout anybody who's talked to me about this, I had 3 freshman starters, 6 total. First time filling the varsity basketball team, and my girls fought every single step of the way. The moment was a little big for them, and that's to be expected. But I fully expect them to bounce back and be ready to ball next year. And shout out to every single one of those young ladies for giving me the hard work, the time, the effort, and the love that was necessary for us to do what we did. And I'm very much looking forward to next year. So before I close out, I have to give them their props. As for all of you, everybody who's on now, who has commented, who has been a part of everything, shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to anybody who's supported us in any way over this last year. We got plenty of work still coming. We got plenty of things happening as as we get back to the regular life, because we got masks coming off in most places now, and I'm still wearing mine because y'all dirty. But I definitely I like the normalcy, quote unquote, that's starting to spin back around, and you'll start to see us doing some other things. But for now, man, that just is what it is. It's the Literally Anything podcast for the people. My brother D Hood, checking out for the brother Left, who joined us for a moment but was unable to get back. It's me, KP. Y'all know how we do. have a little fun, talk a little shit, go home, and then next Thursday around the same time you could
pull up on me. Pull up on me. Pull up on me. Pull up on me.
Simple as that. Pull up on me. Pull up on me. Yeah, that he got soulful real quick. He got into his Nate Dogg bag with the pull up on me at the I imagine that's what Nate Dogg like as a child. Harmonizing their bitches and shit. LAP for the people, the brothers. We out, y'all. Have a great fucking week. We gonna do